Welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to tie for you Lester the Lobster Shrimp. This pattern originally came from Prince Edward Island in Canada, and the way I'm tying it is just a little bit different, but one thing in common with the original is that sea trout and salmon just love this fly and they can't resist it. I'm using some orange thread and I'm going to tie in some polar bear hair. This one is just natural white. You can have it dyed orange, or you can use orange bucktail like this one here, for example. That's one of the versions of this fly as well. It's entirely up to you. I like this white polar bear hair. It has some natural sparkle and shine in it once it's in the water. I'm going to measure this to be about length of the hook, and I'm going to tie that in right on the top of the shank. Now I can trim this waist. I'll trim it with a little bit of angle. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to tie in some stretch cord. This one is just clear, and you can buy this stretch cord or you can improvise like I did with this one. This one is coming off some old shirt. Some of them, they have these cords on the shoulders from inside to hang them on the coat, on the coat hanger I mean. And I cut this little triangle here, and that allows me to catch this stretch cord a little bit easier. There we go. And this is gonna look pretty good. Just like so. That's good. Now I have a piece of old leader line, and I'm gonna cut a piece about ½ inch long piece of the butt section, and I'm gonna hold that with my pliers right in the middle. I'm gonna heat that with a lighter and make some eyes for it. And there's one. And there's two. There we go. Now I'm gonna tie this on the top of the shank. I'm gonna use some cross wraps between the eyes. There we go. Now I'm gonna use some figure eights. and that's now nice and secured. Next step is going to be to tie in some rib, and the first rib is going to be copper wire. And I'm tying everything between eyes and eye of the hook, because area between eyes and polar bear, I want that free for now. I'm gonna take one feather of this hackle, this cape, that should be good enough. Cut a little bit at the bottom, tie this in. And one more rib is going to be monofilament, and this one is 6-pound test. So I'm going to cut a couple inches of this mono, and I'm going to tie this in as well. Now for the body, I'm going to use this glow bug yarn as a dubbing, and you can use orange chenille, or you can use just regular orange yarn, just like this one I have here, this piece. I use that one sometimes as well. I like this glow bug yarn because it's nice material, not only for tying egg patterns but tying shrimps as well. So I'm going to bring this back between polar bear here and the eye, make a couple wraps, and I'm going to make a few cross wraps between the eyes to cover those thread wraps. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this yarn. That looks good. Now I'm going to take my hackle pliers. I'm going to wind this hackle one wrap right behind the eye, and I'll keep wrapping forward. And I'm going to tie this in, make a few wraps. There we go. Now, first rib is copper wire, and I'm going to counter wrap this. You can wiggle this a little bit so you don't catch too many of hackle fibers, and that will protect our hackle from breaking. There we go. I'm going to cross the thread, make some wraps here. Now I can break this wire off. Now the stretch cord, I'm gonna bring that forward and stretch it a little bit and make a few wraps right behind the eye. There we go. 1, 2. I'm gonna lift this up, make a few wraps behind. And I can trim this waist out. Clean up. And now finally I'm going to take this monofilament and I'm gonna make a few wraps as well, and that will make some nice segments in this stretch cord. And I'm going to cross the thread again and secure this mono in place. Trim the waist. And I can whip finish. Here we have Lester the Lobster shrimp pattern. I hope you liked my video. Thank you for watching. Feel welcome to subscribe and leave comments and tight lines.